Trish Robichaud here at MS Relief with Dawn Silverstein, my hero and my holistic health coach. And I'm really excited to report in for a coaching session today. Hey Dawn, how's it going, darling?
Really good, Trish. How are you doing?
Excellent, excellent. It's a gorgeous day here, and my energy's been good, and
Great.
That really helps.
Yes, it helps everything, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Certainly does.
Well, I'm really interested to hear how your small packets of baked goods in the freezer went.
Well, I actually did have occasion to buy something baked goods in the past week, but I know what it was. Hey, I just remembered. I bought a small cake, but I made it. I bought one small enough so that it would just get eaten at that meal, you know?
Perfect.
So there would be no leftovers. And there was actually one piece left, and I just went, "Here, Ernest, eat this, please." And he was happy to oblige.
That's so nice, yes. He's so well trained, it's lovely.
Yes, he was very happy to oblige.
So what made you choose that way? What made you choose to buy single portion?
No, I didn't buy single portions, but I only bought a cake.
Well, the intent.
Yes,
right. The intent was so that it would be done at that meal.
Because you know what, Dawn? The concept of sticking it in the freezer, I didn't feel like it was going to make it to the freezer.
Okay,
it really didn't feel like it was going to make it there. So,
but that's good. That means you actually thought it through, though. You didn't just do it anyway to humor me or to fool yourself and say, "Oh yeah, we'll go through another couple of weeks of doing this." You were really honest with yourself.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. I have been continuing to drop about 1 to 2 pounds a week. And
amazing. I'm so excited for you. You told me you broke 250, and that's amazing.
250, yeah.
And
that is really amazing.
And you broke 250, and would you say it's been painless?
Honestly, I was thinking about that. It has been relatively painless. It really has.
Great.
Because honestly, this time around with my weight loss has not been my biggest priority. It's like the weight loss is just a side effect to the consequence, of the circumstances that I'm, subjecting my body to in terms of what I'm putting in my mouth and how I'm spending my energy. Right. I am far more aware. That appetite awareness has really had a significant, that whole exercise piece that you gave me has really had a significant impact on my thought patterns, on where my brain is at when I'm eating. But what I'm finding is I'm far more in tune with, even though I'm not hungry, like my stomach isn't growling, I don't know whether it's I don't know whether I'm aware of my blood sugar or what it is that I'm becoming aware of, but I just I get stronger and stronger awareness around when it's time to eat.
So if your stomach isn't rumbling, what are those other signals that are getting your attention? Is it a lag in energy?
Might be energy. It might be my yawning. It might be that I'm super thirsty. It might be that I've got a headache. Right. The headache for me is definite telltale sign that I need food.
So what would have happened in the past when you ignored that and then you finally did eat? What choices were you making then?
Then it was always about overeating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're seeing for yourself now that when you listen sooner, you can maintain control.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I definitely am noticing that, maybe not on a conscious level, but, if I am snacking through the day like I'm supposed to be, then when it comes time for dinner, I'm not starving. I'm not can't wait to eat. I actually, because I'm not starving, it doesn't seem to be an inconvenience to make the time to make myself something to eat.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Right, so you're foaming at the mouth. You can actually take a few minutes and think it through. So, do you think that that's part of how you've been able to maintain weight loss, because you've given yourself the gift of time, really?
That's definite possibility. That's definitely going to have an impact, for sure.
Right.
For sure, there's going to be an impact there.
And are you happy with the variety in your diet? Because we really haven't talked about food. In the 6 weeks that we've been meeting, I didn't really ask you to give me a breakdown necessarily of what you're eating, but do you feel like you're at a spot where you're content? Or are you ready to start tweaking that, or are you really okay with where you are?
I think I'm okay with where I am.
Fine.
I'm finding I don't stray very much outside of my normal. Okay, breakfast for me is either a dry cereal or an oatmeal-based cereal with protein, with a protein powder. Or or maybe it's a cereal that comes with protein in it, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or it might be a prepackaged breakfast food from Nutrisystem. So it's simple. Breakfasts have to be simple for me because I don't feel like doing anything complicated.
Right.
And then lunch is usually... it's almost always an on-the-go thing, maybe at my desk while I'm eating or when I'm driving to an appointment or something. So the prepackaged Nutrisystem foods are really convenient for that, because I can pull out a lunch bar that has all of the nutrients I need for lunch in it, including 10 grams of protein, right?
Right.
Dinners are always either... They're not prepackaged foods. They are, but then I don't cook either, so they're usually simple makes. I'll tell you one thing that I eat probably 3 or 4 times a week is it's a whole grain. It's not a bun. It's like a super flat. Okay, it's like a bagel, but it's flat.
Yeah, but flat. Yep, right? Yep. I've seen them. Yep.
And when you toast them, they come out really crispy.
Right.
And so I toast it with peanut butter.
High in fiber.
High in fiber. Right. Yep. And so I'll put peanut butter on it and sliced apples. And that is, if I'm eating that for lunch, that's enough. If I'm having that at dinner time, I'll throw in another piece of fruit. I might throw in some carrot sticks. I might throw in a dessert later.
Right. All right, so that's working for you. It's working for your lifestyle. It's working for your schedule.
I am actually, and I cannot believe this, but I am actually, at times, going to the fridge hungry, looking for a salad. I'm actually, seriously. I'm
Amazing,
actually, I'm craving something really fresh and crispy, And
is that new for you?
That's very new for me. Yeah. Very new for me.
That's great.
Yeah. So
that's really good news.
And anytime I make a salad, it's never the same way twice, right?
Right.
There's, I discovered that the trail mix that you buy in the grocery store,
Yep.
It has sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, a little bit of craisins, or cashews or peanuts or something. And just just a small handful of those in my salad tops up my protein level, tops up the crunch factor, and
definitely.
wow,
some healthy fat.
And it's got omega oils, right? all these
Yeah,
seeds.
it's healthy fats.
Yeah.
It's good. Yep.
So,
Oh, good for you.
So sometimes it's raisins, sometimes it's cranberries, or sometimes I like fresh strawberries in the salad, or
Great.
orange slices.
Yep.
Yeah, trying to
Good.
just trying to make the salads different, because I know that how I can get sick of salads, right? So just
Sure.
trying to make them different.
Everyone can. Right.
And not overdoing the salads either. You know, like
Right.
maybe 3-4 times a week.
It's fine.
And eating a lot of raw foods. I eat a lot of apples. I eat at least 2 apples every day.
Oh, that's great.
And oranges. You know, eating real fruit instead of fruit juice. You know.
Great. That's great. Yeah, eat your calories. Don't drink them.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about your walking training. How's that going?
Not as good as it should be.
Okay.
You know, I don't know why, Dawn, but this whole, like, walking out to the end of the driveway is completely different than walking to the back of the property. Because I go out there, you know, once every couple of days anyway. Because Ernest, he now has a gazebo out there. He built a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So I spend a fair amount of time out at the gazebo.
Right.
But, you know, walking to the end of the road, it's crazy because it's no further.
It means something else to you. What does it mean?
It does. It means independence. It means, like, that I'm no longer glued to the house and no longer...
Right.
It means liberation in a way, you know? So why is that intimidating? I don't know exactly.
I don't know, because it's your goal. This is something that you determined, and this is the baby step to lead on to the trip to see your family.
Yeah.
So we're, 6 weeks away from the goal of you walking around the block, and I feel like we need to somehow push you past the end of the driveway, because maybe there's just a barricade there for you. So how many houses are on your street, just your street? Like, if you went out of your house and made a left, how many houses are there?
Probably about 4.
Okay.
And it's probably
you're in the middle
closer
of the block.
if I go right. So if I go out the front of the house, if I go right, there's maybe 3 houses before the street turns.
The next street.
And if I go the other way, the 4, maybe 5 that way.
Okay.
The left.
So what the new exercise is going to be, you're going to go out of your house and go 1 house down. So never mind stopping at the end of your driveway. You're going to go to the end of the next house, 1 house.
Okay.
Okay? Because there's something you've attached to the end of your driveway emotionally that's standing in the way, because it's been a couple of weeks now.
Maybe maybe I think that if I go out to the end of the driveway, Ernest will make me bring the recycle bins in.
Exactly. There's some unpleasant task attached to the end of the driveway. So in order to avoid that, now you're going to say, sorry, I have to walk to the first house. I can't help you with that. I'm on a mission. So,
okay, sounds good. Okay.
How does that sound? How does that feel? Does it feel different?
Yeah, it does feel a little different.
Does it feel better?
I feel I'm visualizing myself over on the neighbor at this side, like going to the far side of his house. And that's a different place altogether.
Okay. Does that feel like something that you could accomplish more readily than this end of the driveway situation?
I don't know. But I'm going to give it a shot.
But, right.
Yes.
So
tomorrow at 3 o'clock I'm done for the day. And so tomorrow I will take my walk.
So tomorrow at 3:15, we'll say, you're going to walk to the end of the neighbor's house.
Yeah, the far side of the neighbor's house. Up the road.
Okay. And then, when you come back in, do you turn your computer off when you're done for the day?
No.
Okay. When you come back, you're going to email me and tell me how that went.
Okay.
And if you don't email me, I will hunt you down on Skype.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Rain or shine, doesn't matter.
Okay. 3:15 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Eastern.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
So, what, apart from this challenge, and clearly this is a challenge, like getting you into a groove with this walking is a challenge for you to reach your goals. What else do you feel like is a challenge for you right now? Or do you feel like there are any other challenges right now?
I'm probably not drinking as much water as I should.
Okay.
That's probably one of my challenges.
Okay.
Otherwise, I've been doing well with biking 3 to 4 times a week.
Awesome. That's great.
And I do about 15 minutes at a time now.
Really? Oh, you kept that a secret till almost the end of the session.
Okay, I gotta do this. All right, yes, see, we're getting some shape here. Now, Dawn, you have to look. We're getting some shape.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're getting some shape here. Yeah, I know that doesn't look like much to the average person, but
Absolutely
having an indentation, I have this indentation on top, and I have this indentation here where the muscle's pulling the skin in. Like that just, I cannot tell you how excited I am about that. That's just
good for you. That's amazing.
That just blows my mind that I'm actually starting to get. Because it was about 3 months ago. I said to Ernest, we were watching TV, and I said, "You see that actress there? You see how well formed her muscles in her arms are?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "That's the way my arms are going to look. That's what I want."
Nice.
So.
Now, did you find a picture of that actress and put her on your vision board?
No, but you know what? I should do that.
That'd be a great idea.
I should do that. Woman with well-formed arms. Yeah, that's a good idea.
So, let me ask you a question about your schedule and how you jam-pack your day. What's that about?
Speechless? Okay. Used to be that my calendar was available from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. And then from 2 till 6, I would take 4-hour break. And then I was available from 6 till 8. But my commitments lately have been such that I've been creeping into my downtime, my 2 till 6, and throwing meetings in there.
Okay.
And so that's how I end up with a day like today, when I made an exception for somebody who needed a morning appointment. Even though I started at 11, I agreed to meet at 9:30.
Why?
Because that was the only availability that 4 other people had that I could do. So maybe I need to also get firmer with my boundaries in terms of my blocks of time that I'm available.
Right. Yeah. Because you understand that you're actually doing the other person a service by making them find the right time to fit your schedule. When you give in to other people's pleas for when, well, it's not good for them and can't you make an exception, you're not actually helping them. Mm-hmm. So the best way to help yourself and to help them is to be firm with your boundaries. And you have really important reasons. Everyone has reasons to maintain their boundaries. You have more important reasons because you have health concerns and you need that downtime. It's all going to come crashing down if you are overtired.
Definitely.
Right? You've experienced that in the past, have you not?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So if you want to look at the big picture here, that downtime is when you're supposed to be walking past the neighbor's house. It's not that you're, doing crossword puzzles.
Yeah.
You have, and if that's what you want to do, that's fine too.
Uh-huh.
But you have work to do for yourself that's just for you, that is not about being there for other people. This is about being there for yourself. This is sacred time for you. So I would like you to schedule in, loosen up your schedule and move people around and put in that time to walk. Within by the time we talk next, I want you to get 4 houses down.
Okay, so what, 1 house further per day?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I totally get you there.
So, and if you also have more time for yourself, you're also going to have more time to drink water. Because some of that not drinking water is the lack of time, but also it's the lack of time to go to the bathroom because you drank so much water. So, it becomes this vicious cycle of, I don't want to drink that whole glass of water because I'm going to be on the phone for an hour. There's practical reasons, but if you loosen up your day a little bit, there'll be more ease, and it'll occur to you more often.
Okay. And I'm going to write down more water.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
So what else? You think you have some action steps?
Yeah, I'm going to email you tomorrow after I head over to my neighbor's house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to text you while I'm there, right? I can email you when I get back.
No, that would be dangerous. You can email me when you come back. When you come back in and have a drink of water,
there we go.
Then you can email me.
Okay. Yep. And I am going to find an image of a woman with a physique that I admire, and I'm going to make that, cut it out and put it up on my vision wall here.
Okay, good.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much,
so you're
Dawn.
Feeling encouraged? Good.
Yes.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, it's been a slice of